Liverpool are officially the worst defending champions ever, and no champion in the entire history of the Premier League comes close. I've never seen a more pathetic attempt at defending a Premier League title. How can you win the Premier League, then go on to spend 450 million? That is double the amount of money ever spent in a Premier League transfer window. That is the most money spent by any club, in the, whether it's Ligue 1 or Saudi League, any single club in a transfer window. You broke the Premier League transfer record twice, and you are closer to West Ham on the table, that is in a relegation zone, than Arsenal, that is in first place. Arsenal is 17 points ahead of you. West Ham are 16 points close to you. So there's a higher chance of Liverpool getting relegated than a chance of Liverpool winning the league. I'm not here to rant. I'm bringing cold hard facts to your front so that you know the disgrace that Liverpool has been this season. There has not been a worst title defense I've seen in my entire life. That with 13 games left, Liverpool is on the same number of points with Brentford, that lost Mbeumo, Visa, two of their best players. They lost their manager too. Right now, their manager is a set-piece coach. They're not doing patchwork, and they're on the same point to Liverpool. Everton is only 2 points behind Liverpool. If Sunderland beats Liverpool tomorrow, there's a high chance Liverpool will drop to 9th place in the table. That is with 12 games left, after winning the Premier League title and spending the most money ever. Manchester United right now is about 5 points ahead of Liverpool. Chelsea is about 4 points ahead of Liverpool with 13 games left. They are winning games week in, week out. Liverpool is losing week in, week out. That is not even, I've not even said anything bad. This season alone, you don't get what Anfield never see. Anfield has been desecrated. Anfield has been polluted. Anfield has been disgraced. Man United has come there and won. Man City has come there and won. Man City beat Liverpool for the first time, home and away, in 89 years, 89 good years. Chelsea too has beaten Liverpool this season. In fact, let me take you guys through a journey. Just stay with me. On September 27th, that is where Liverpool's downfall began. Liverpool lost to Crystal Palace in the Premier League. The following game, they lost to Galatasaray in the Champions League. The following game, they lost to Chelsea in the Premier League 2-1. The following game, they lost to Manchester United at Anfield 2-1. 4 games in a row, Liverpool lost. Did not consider sacking Arne Slot. He fraudulently won a game versus Frankfurt. Following game, he lost to Brentford in the Premier League. Following game, he got knocked out of the EFL Cup by Crystal Palace at Anfield. He lost 3-0 to a rotated Crystal Palace side. Following game, he won Aston Villa and then won Madrid. Bought himself time. Then guess what? Man City vigorously piped Liverpool 3-0. Following game, he lost 3-0 again to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. Nottingham Forest is what? What is Nottingham Forest's position on the Premier League table, please, my brothers in Christ? Nottingham Forest is 17th place. And his Slot lost 3-0 to Nottingham Forest at Anfield. He did not stop there. He lost 4-1. PSV Eindhoven came to Anfield in the Champions League and scored Liverpool Football Club 4 goals. You think that is the end? That is a lie. I'm just showing you these are the tip of the iceberg. They fraudulently beat West Ham 2-0. Following game, drew to Sunderland at Anfield 1-1. Then drew to Leeds United, one of the worst teams in the Premier League, 3-3. He then fought with Salah, and Liverpool casted out Salah and were praising Arne Slot. After a series of fraudulent unbeaten run, you enter the year of January. First game he drew, second game he drew, third game he drew, 3 draws in the Premier League already. Then fraudulently won to Barnsley in the FA Cup, one of the worst performances I've seen. Liverpool then drew again to Burnley. That is 4 draws to start the Premier League year. They then beat Marseille in the Champions League. You now have Bournemouth. We lost 3-2 to Bournemouth. 3-2 to Bournemouth. Liverpool played Karabag. Won 6-0, qualified for the Champions League. Then finally won their first game in the Champions League, 4-1 to Newcastle. And then guess what the next game happened? Manchester City, the worst second half team in the Premier League so far, beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield, with Liverpool winning very late into the game. This is the amount of shame that Liverpool has gone. How can you win a Premier League title and you were never in the title race at any point in the season? Right now, you are not in the race for the top 4. You are learning the Europa League anthem and you call yourself a Premier League champion after the amount of money spent. You signed Florian Wirtz, broke the transfer record, one of the most promising and best midfielders in the whole of Europe for a couple of years. You signed Isak, top 3 strikers in the Premier League. Signed Ekitike, a very talented centre forward. Signed Kekes, one of the best left backs in the Premier League last season. Signed Frimpong. And it got infinitely worse. Has there been a worse title defense? Never. It has never ever happened. PSG has never spent this money in a transfer window. Even PSG that are doing oil money. You spent double the amount of what any other club has ever spent in a transfer window. And with 13 games left in the league, we are nowhere near the first place. There's distance between you and the top 4. There's a high chance 5 teams will go to the Champions League next season, and Liverpool Football Club will not be one of them. Has there ever been a worse title defense? Never. This is the worst title defense I've seen in my life. Even Leicester, I know when they won the title, the following year they almost got relegated. They sacked their manager. But did they spend this amount of money? Did they recruit like this? The other year when we won the league, Van Dijk tore his ACL the following season, and we didn't invest much. But this year, I've never seen a manager get backed like this after winning the title. They literally gave him the Avengers. They poured everything at him just for infinite disgrace. And then the board decided to disgrace themselves even further by not just acknowledging their mistake of trusting this man and sacking him early enough and saving our season. Do you understand the financial implications of Liverpool not making the top 4? Do you know what that will mean for Liverpool Football Club? Liverpool right now has the highest wage bill in the Premier League. We pay players the highest amount of salary. That's in terms of cumulative. We spend the most the last transfer window. And you want to go to the Europa League. You want to miss out on Champions League money. It feels like the fans are more concerned about the club finances than people that actually run the business of the club. Because you cannot tell me, because I'm not inside the club or I don't know the internal finances of the club, you cannot tell me that the financial effect it will have on the club will not be dire.